Now to write this expression in standard form, first and foremost what we want to do is we can't have, remember that I represents the square root of -1. Okay? And we can't have that in the bottom of a fraction. So what I need to do is I need to multiply the top and bottom, and I'll write it a little bigger so you guys can see it in the back. I have this. Well, I can't leave that I in the bottom. So one way that it's almost like, it's like rationalizing the denominator, but the way that we do it with complex numbers is we use the conjugate. So I'm going to say 4 plus 12i times 4 plus 12i. Now the numerator is simple. I'm just going to distribute the 3 through the parentheses, okay? And I'm going to end up with 12 plus 36i on the top. All right. Now on the bottom, it gets a little different. It's a difference of squares, but you end up with an I squared. So I'm going to say 4 minus 12i, and so I'm going to write it out this first time so you guys can see it. And you end up with 16 minus 48i plus 48i. And then over here, you get 144 negative 144i squared. Now, because it's a difference of squared, these middle terms cancel out always. And you got 144 times I squared, but remember, I squared is equal to -1. So really what you have is 16 plus, because this is like a -1, and that -1 times this negative becomes a positive 144. And so when you add those up together, you end up with, is it 160? Okay, so you get this over 160. So we can reduce that by saying 12 over 160 plus 36 I over 160. And now we just got to reduce. Does 12 go into 160? Does 8? Or no, wait, does 6? 4 does, I think, doesn't it? 4 does. 4 does. So if I divide by 4, I get 3 over 40. And then if I divide by 4 on this side, I get 9 over 40. All right. Is that one of our answers?
Yep.
Yeah. And they're both positive, so A? Yep. Any questions on that one?